Hi, good evening everyone. Today we will discuss about how favoritism, nepotism and conflict of interest in employee management can lead to abuse of power within an organization. This topic is important because how favoritism, nepotism, conflict of interest creates unfair treatment in the workplace. They reduce employee trust and motivation, lower productivity and can damage an organization's reputation. Employee management is basically is the process of hiring, supervising, developing, and evaluating employees to ensure they are performing effectively and help the organization achieve its goals. Okay, now I pass to the next person to explain about favoritism.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nancy Anna Perempuan Victor, and today I will be presenting about favoritism. In my presentation, I will explain about the meaning of favoritism and giving some example of favoritism, discuss misuse of authority and impacts of favoritism, and some ways to prevent it. What is favoritism? Favoritism is when someone receives special treatment because of personal relationship instead of their ability, performance, and qualification. In simple ways, it means choosing someone because of you like them, not because of their deserve it. Everyone should be treated fairly and given opportunity equal. For example, a manager promotes their close friend even though another employee has better performance and more experience. And I would like to say this is a scenario of giving a person unfair rewarded. Another example I would like say I personally affected is when a teacher gives more opportunity and attention to the one of student because they know the student's family, while other student treated unfairly didn't get opportunity to expose their talent, and it caused their uncomfortable to give a try. This is favoritism because the decision is based on their personal preference instead of merit. Second point is misuse of authority. People in position of power should make a fair and professional decision. However, some may use their authority to give promotion, reward, training opportunity to the people the to the people they are personally like, and it creates a unfair working environment. Favorism also gives some big impact to organization. First of all, employee will lost the trust because their hard work did not appreciated. Second, it reduced the employee motivation because their effort did not take care and not rewarded fairly. Third, third their affect the teamwork because they feel jealous and unhappy with each another. How to prevent favorism? First, make decision based on merit and performance. Second, treat every employee equally. Third, provide ethic and integrity training. And I would like give an article about favorism at poster. To conclude, favorism is not a small issue. It can seriously affect the employee and organization. Fairly, we to give equal opportunity to everyone to make a trust and a healthy working environment. And that's all from me. And I would like to give my next partner. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. My name is Muhammad Shahmi, and today I will present about nepotism. The definition of nepotism. Nepotism is favoritism shown to family members or close friends, specifically by giving them jobs or unfair advantages. Nepotism can happen in workplace, politics, and also in the entertainment. So the first impact, it will destroy the workplace fairness. It can block talented and qualified people from getting opportunities. And second, the impact, it will kills the employee motivation and shatters organizational trust. The example case in Malaysia that happens is Noriana Najwa, the daughter of former Prime Minister Najib Razak, to the board of the Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation. And that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
So, hi everyone, my name is Vanessa. I'm presenting about conflict of interest. So, this article is explain what is a conflict of interest is and why it's important in the workplace. It shows how personal interest can affect professional decisions and lead to ethical problems. So, the first point, personal interest should not influence work decision. A conflict of interest happens when an employee personal interest affect their work decision. Employees should make decisions based on fairness of the organization best interest, not for personal benefit. For the second point, employee must be disclosed any conflict of interest. If employees have a personal relationship or a financial interest that could influence their work, they should inform their employer. Being honest and transparent helps prevent ethical issues. For the third one, disclosed conflict can lead to unfair decision. When a conflict of interest is hidden, decision may become unfair. For example, a manager may favor a friend or family member instead of choosing the most qualified person. For another point, a conflict of interest reduces trust and damage an organization reputation. An employee or the public see unfair decision, they may lose trust in the organization. This can damage the organization reputation and reduce teamwork. For the last point, transparency and ethical behavior help prevent conflict of interest. For example, organization should have clear politics, encourage employees to disclose conflict, and also provide ethical training. This help ensure decisions are fair and professional. So that's all from me. I pass to another person. Thank you.
Okay, hi, I'm Shalini Sivakumar. I will be explaining about impacts of favoritism, nepotism, and conflicts of interest. The example article will be Nurul Izzah Anwar's appointment. This article is about Nurul Izzah Anwar, who is the daughter of our Prime Minister Tan Sri Dr. Anwar Ibrahim, appointed as Senior Advisor, Economic and Finance Advisor for her father, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, in December 2023. The impacts of abusing of power will be corruption risk, which is advisory roles, decisions on policy, contracts, economic incentives, influenced by family interest instead of public interest. Second will be public trust, reduced trust in government's commitment to reform. And the third will be policy quality, which is risk of biased advice due to conflict of interest. Next, I'll pass to the next person.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Darshini Saranan. So today I will be presenting the case study and evaluation section for our poster. To further support our discussion, I chose an article about UK Post Office Horizon scandal. The article explains how hundreds of post office branches managers were wrongly accused of theft because of faults in the Horizon computer system. Despite knowing about the system's problems, some senior officials continue to prosecute employees and ignore their evidence that could have cleared them. This case demonstrates how abuse of power and misuse of authorities happens. Those in leadership positions fail to act honestly and fairly instead of protecting innocent employees, they prioritize the organization's reputation, causing many people to lose their jobs, savings, and even their mental well-being. This article supports our case study because both situations involve leaders making unethical decisions, failing to take responsibility, and placing personal or organizational interests above fairness and integrity. Although one happened in the public sector in Malaysia and the other in the United Kingdom, both show how abuse of power can destroy trust and seriously affect people's lives. In conclusion, these two cases teaches us that organizations need strong ethical leadership, transparency, accountability, and proper checks and balance to prevent conflicts of interest and abuse of power. Thank you so much. I'll pass to the next presenter.
Okay, I'm Durkashini Rangasamy and I'm going to talk about the recommendations based on the article titled The Effect of Toxic Workplace and Abuse of Power on Employee Performance at the Ministry. The article explains that the toxic workplace and abuse of power have a negative impact on employees. When leaders misuse their authority or treat employees unfairly, it reduces motivation, lower job satisfaction, and affects employee performance. Therefore, organizations need to take steps to prevent these issues. Moving to the first point, which is organizations should strengthen ethical leadership. Leaders should act with honesty, integrity, and fairness because employees often follow the examples set by their leaders. Secondly, organizations should establish clear policies and procedures. Having transparent rules for workplace behavior, promotions, and decision making helps prevent abuse of power and ensure everyone is treated equally. Moving to the third one, which is organizations should provide ethics and leadership training, and this helps managers make fair decisions, avoid discrimination, and maintain a positive work environment. In addition, organizations should also encourage employees to report misconduct through confidential reporting channels. This allows issues to be addressed early without employees feeling retaliation. Lastly, organizations should regularly monitor workplace practices and gather employees' feedback. And this helps organization identify problems in the earlier stage and continuously improve their work environment. So in summary, the article shows that reducing abuse of power and creating a healthy workplace can improve employee performance, increase trust, and strengthen organizational integrity. Thank you. So far,
Okay, that's all from our group, and our poster is titled as From Personal Interest to Abuse of Power. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.